What diet is your business on? Let's talk about this today. We're talking about diet and nutrition with respect to our physical health and well-being in the Be a Better You Annual Challenge. And today we're going to talk about what does that have to do with the physical health and well-being of our organization. Now, to me, there's a couple of things that we look at to see if our business is healthy or not. Of course, we look at our results, the financials, we look at sales, but we need to also take a step back and look at how healthy is our culture? What are we feeding into our culture and into our organization to help it to grow and build and supersize and serve the people that we're here to serve in a more positive, better, energetic way, and in a way that feels right to them, right? Depending on your business, depending on your organization, depending on your goals and objectives, what your diet will consist of. And I don't like the word diet because it's got die in it. What are you feeding your organization when it comes to nutrition to help it grow, right? We need sleep, hydration, and food, nutrition to help us grow as individuals. Well, our businesses need things in order to grow and build and supersize as well. They need leadership. They need somebody to set the example, to determine a framework. And have you done that? Do you have a framework for your business? At least this is what we do and do not stand for. This is what is not acceptable in our organization. Are you leading by example and setting the example for your business and for the people in your business? The speed of the pack is absolutely positively determined by the speed of the leader. If you are not participating, not visible, not out leading by example, nobody else in your organization is going to lead either. I speak to people almost every day, and one of the biggest complaints is, well, so-and-so isn't doing this or that or this or that, that I expect them to. But then when I dig a little deeper, I find neither is the person that I'm talking to. They're not behaving in a way that they expect other people to. Guess what? Other people are not going to do what you say. They're going to do what you do in any area or aspect of our lives. Parents, have ever had kids? Boy, the do as I do, not as I say. It doesn't work. Well, it doesn't work in our businesses or our organizations either. So are you setting the example? Are you paying attention to what is coming into your culture or not? And that is something that we definitely need to keep an eye on and control with respect to hiring and letting people go in our organizations. I think one of the hardest things to do is bring the right team members and the right people into our organizations at the right time, and then knowing when to cut bait and let somebody go, either because, and usually because it's in their best interest. If they're struggling in our organization, it's because there's a misfit there. Maybe they're in the wrong area of our organization. Maybe this isn't the business for them. Maybe there's a core values or an ethical or moral mismatch. I've hired the wrong people. I've had the wrong partners. We all do that sometimes, but then we learn and we get better and better and better at it. Are you learning, growing, and setting that example for your organization? If somebody's coming to you all the time and complaining about a particular employee, have they talked to that person? Have they coached that person? Have they given them feedback? Have they shared expectations? One of my biggest things in all of my businesses is we share expectations right up front, and we share them on a regular basis. Part of our annual review process is sharing expectations. Well, here's where we're at in our relationship, boss to subordinate, or whatever you call team player to team player. We have a lot of team structure, and we'll do team feedback. And so everybody on the team will give the person feedback, and then the person can, ask questions and do whatever. Is it uncomfortable the first time you do it? Yeah. Is it scary the first time you do it? Yeah. But you get so much value and such a diverse amount of feedback. It's extremely powerful in helping the people in our organization to grow and become a better version of themselves. And the more people in our organization growing and becoming better versions of themselves, the better our organization is, the better it is at doing everything, including serving the customers and the people we're here to serve, and the faster it grows. So, curious today, what is the right nutrition for your company? What is the right diet for your company? Is it feeding the culture? Is it leading by example? Is it training and development? I will tell you, in corporate America, my favorite companies to work for were the ones that actually helped me to get better, helped me to be a better manager, a better leader, a better planner, a better scheduler. Nowadays, you want somebody that's going to teach you AI, things like that. But are we focused on growth? Are you giving people growth opportunities within your organization, or just saying, hey, you're here to do a job, just do the job, I don't want to hear it? No, right? If you're that kind of leader, you're probably not listening to me. Mindset, what are we doing to feed our collective brain and mind as an organization? Are we bringing in outside experts to teach us certain skills and things that we need as an organization? Are we doing an assessment at least annually of where we're at organizational health wise, at doing our own little, I call them annual assessments, but our own little physical checkup on all the aspects of our business to make sure that we are maintaining a healthy environment. Anyway, I could talk about this probably all day. And the other thing is, do you provide a path or a framework for success within your organization for people? When somebody joins your organization, do they know what they need to do to be successful? I think that's one of the mismatches in a lot of jobs where, oh, here's the job description. We want you to do everything under the sun. And then there's no help or training or processes or procedures or anything in place to help the person with the things that they need help with in that job description. It's just, nope, figure it out. Yikes, right? Been in businesses like that. Didn't feel very good, but I did figure it out, and I did add structure so the next person didn't have to figure it out. And that, in and of itself, is a benefit to the organization. Are you documenting and keeping track of what's working and what's not? I sure hope so. All right, if you have any questions about this, again, diet and nutrition, not really my thing. Business systems, processes, impacting them is my thing, so just ask. Have a great day, and I will, of course, speak to you tomorrow.